Hello sporters. Welcome to Endless Sport Time. The first Super Bowl has long been forgotten by football fans. The Super Bowl is the most famous sporting event in world history. Every year, whether people know who will be playing or not, the world is filled with excitement that comes with the biggest game of the year. However, not many people know the history of the great game. There have been more than 50 Super Bowls games in recent years, but each historic tradition has to have its starting point. The first Super Bowl game is usually not mentioned very often by football fans, because of how long ago the first Super Bowl was, and little is known about the details of the game. Within the following minutes, we'll be talking about 8 big things about the first Super Bowl game. Stay with us till the end. 1. It was not even called the Super Bowl. One of the first, and most surprising things many people don't know about the first Super Bowl is that, it wasn't even called the Super Bowl in the first place. In fact, the title Super Bowl wouldn't actually be widely used until the third event. The game was more fittingly for the time known as, the first World Championship Game AFL against NFL. The title sums up the event perfectly, but the Super Bowl sounds much bigger, and more exciting to the average person. 2. It pitted 2 leagues against each other. As the name of the first Super Bowl suggests, it was a game where 2 different football leagues tried to resolve a complex rivalry. Fans are familiar with the NFL, but some may not know that it merged with the AFL, to give modern fans the most popular football teams of all time. The game was taken seriously, and discussed more seriously than the funky modern iteration of the game. 3. 2 different balls were used. The NFL is no stranger to debate over the balls used, but many will be surprised to learn that 2 different balls were used in the first Super Bowl. It was not only 2 different brands, but also different sizes. The NFL used what was considered the classic football during their possessions, and the AFL used a slightly narrower, and slightly longer ball than the standard football. In any case, there was no problem as it was considered to be fair for each league. 4. It was the Packers against the Chiefs. To be fair, there are football fans with an encyclopedic knowledge of all the Super Bowls, but most average people probably don't know who played in the first iteration of the big game. The first Super Bowl saw the Packers, the best team in the NFL at the time, compete against the Chiefs, the best team in the AFL at the time. The game started close, but the Packers took a heavy lead in the second half. 5. The NFL was expected to win. It should be said that, while the NFL was not the only football promotion that was a household name, it was the biggest, and had the best players. Even with bidding war with AFL, the NFL was still considered the place to be. Thanks to the pedigree of NFL talent that was on the Packers at the time, the league was heavily favored to over the AFL game. That hope was finally fulfilled, when the NFL's Packers defeated the Chiefs 35-10. 6. Everyone was very pressured from the leagues. When 2 rival promotions come together in an event, that proves which league has the best competition. Everyone involved is at risk. Everyone who attended the first Super Bowl was nervous. From players to coaches, to even those broadcasting, there were mixed feelings about the outcome of the match. Everyone was under pressure to win, and thanks to the incredible Packers that season, the NFL became the ultimate winner in a highly competitive game. Hello guys. If it's your first time here, and so far you find this content interesting, don't hesitate to press the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell, so that you'll be alerted each time we post a new video like this. So far so good, let's continue. 7. It somehow featured jetpacks. One of the most popular sayings about the first Super Bowl is that, people flew in jetpacks. A strange event selection took place in the halftime show of the match. A group of rocket men took off to entertain the crowd with some seriously raw 1960s rocket packs. It's an impressive choice for a halftime show from decades ago, and some would even argue that it was better than most musical choices of recent years' events. 8. It took decades before anyone could watch the game entirely. The history of the first Super Bowl was one that was mostly only spoken about from first-hand accounts for quite a while. Of course, small parts of the gameplay were eventually discovered, but it wasn't until recently, 2016, that the average person was able to fully enjoy the game. It would have been a daunting task for the crew to find all the details from various sources, organize them, and completely re-edit the scene. People sometimes have a few choice words about the NFL, but they can't say they're not interested in Super Bowl fans and football history. Hey guys, we have come to the end of this video. I hope like me, you learned something new about the first Super Bowl game. Share with us what marked you the most in the video. Please give the video a thumbs up if you found it interesting. See you all in the next video.